Okay, it's time for some real talk. Because I'm tired of scrolling through my feed and seeing confidence sold as a 15-minute morning routine. It drives me nuts. We've all seen it, right? The videos telling young girls that if they just put on the right outfit, the designer bag, walk with their shoulders back, and recite 3 positive affirmations in the mirror, then suddenly they're going to be that girl. It's treated like a costume that you put on or a trick you perform. But here's the truth that nobody wants to admit because it doesn't make for a pretty 30-second reel. Dressing a certain way is not confidence. That's just styling. And walking a certain way, it's not confidence. That's just posture. You could be wearing the most expensive designer outfit in the world and still be absolutely terrified and insecure on the inside. And conversely, you can be sitting on your couch in a 3-day-old pajamas eating a bag of chips and be the most confident person in the room because you know exactly who you are. The biggest lie being told to women and girls today is that confidence is a finished product. It's something you either have or you don't, or worse, that it's something that you can hack. I mean, we see these influencers who look like they have it all figured out. Oh God, 100% of the time, and it makes the rest of us feel like we are failing because we're doing that comparison thing, right? But I want to set the record straight. There is no woman on this earth that is 100% confident all of the time. None. Not the CEOs, not the athletes, and definitely not the people posting the how-to videos on TikTok. Confidence isn't a permanent state of being. It's a muscle that is built through the Power Up mixture, the recipe that I've created. It's built through grit, Moxie, and critical thinking, those ingredients. It is not a 15-minute trick. It's a long-term construction project through life. I mean, think about the ingredient grit, the first ingredient of my recipe. Grit is just the courage to try. It's that first step where you are actually quite scared, or maybe you're just curious, but you do it anyway, not knowing what the outcome is. That's not feeling confident. That's just simply being brave. You didn't start with confidence. You started with grit. And I think that's a lot of times when parents tell you to go out there and be confident, what they're telling you is just have the grit to try. You try the thing, you fail, you look a bit silly, and you realize, well, my world didn't end. That is how the foundation is poured. You can't get that from a positive affirmation, and you can't get that from, wearing a designer outfit. You get that from getting your hands dirty in real life, by doing it, by taking action. And then you have to add that second ingredient, the Moxie. Now, this is the part that the internet loves to skip because Moxie is the perseverance to keep going while remaining authentically yourself. It's easy to be confident when you're following a script or pretending to be someone else, but it's much harder, but much more rewarding to stay in the game when things get tough without losing your soul or sight of who you are. Moxie is the sweat equity of confidence. It's the I'm still here factor. And finally, my favorite ingredient of my recipe is critical thinking. And this is simply your ability to analyze and adjust. I mean, real confidence comes from knowing that even if you mess up, and you're going to lots of times, you have the brain power to look at what happened, figure out why, and pivot. It's not blind faith in yourself. It's an educated trust in your ability to solve problems. And when you know you can figure things out, and you will, you don't need to fake a boss girl walk. You just walk because you know where you're going. So the next time you see someone telling you that confidence is about your vibe or your outfit, I want you to just stop, pause, look closer. Ask yourself if they are building something that will last or if they're just decorating a hollow shell. I mean, true confidence, the kind that grows with you, it's not something you put on in the morning and you take off at night. It is the result of every time you chose grit over comfort. And Moxie over giving up and critical thinking over a script. You stopped looking for the trick, because there's no trick. There's only the recipe, the mixture, the work, and the time it takes to rise. You aren't failing because you don't feel 100% sure of yourself today. You're just in the middle of the build. And honestly, the version of you in the pajamas eating chips is allowed to be just as powerful as the version of you in the designer outfit.